Hey guys, it's Aoife and I'm here to do a tag video for you guys today. So I was tagged in the Netflix book tag by Rachel Hobson. I was tagged over a month ago and it's taken me this long to actually go and do it. So I'm really sorry, Rachel, and everyone should go and check out Rachel's channel because she is amazing, and I know you'll love her because I do. And yeah, so I will link her down below, as well as the original creator of this tag, which as far as I know is Akio Books. So the first question is recently watched the last book you finished reading, and I finished Vets on Call by Kathy Woodman last night, and I didn't really like it. I gave it like a 2.5 stars. And it's actually funny because this Vets on Call, it could be the name of a TV program or a film, so that suits this tag. Question number 2, books that have been recommended to you based on books that you've already read. So I had a look at my recommendations shelf on Goodreads, and because I've read Throne of Glass, it has recommended me Shadow and Bone. And I've seen a lot about Shadow and Bone on BookTube. I just haven't gone and picked it up, but it is something that I do want to read, even though I don't have it marked that I want to read it, but I do want to read it. 3, recently added the last books that you bought. So I bought 2 together on Book Depository, and they were Witch Hunter by Virginia Boecker and All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, both books that I really want to read, and I'm really excited to get them. So yeah, and I love this cover, it's so beautiful. Popular on Netflix, books that everyone has heard about. So it has here that to say 2 that you've read and 2 that you either haven't read or have no interest in reading. So 2 that everyone has probably heard about that I have read are The Martian by Andy Weir, and then the Raven Boys series by Maggie Stiefvater. Both of them I have read. I really love The Martian. I do like the Raven Boys, but I don't like it as much as everybody seems to love it, because everyone is talking about it recently, and I read that I think must have been very soon after it first came out. I must have seen it in my library and I read it, and everyone just seems to be picking it up recently, but I definitely don't like it as much as a lot of people seem to love it. And then 2 that I haven't read, I do want to read them but I haven't read them yet, is An Ember in the Ashes and A Court of Thorns and Roses. So neither of them I have picked up. Hopefully I'll pick them up by the end of the year, but I don't really know. We'll see. Number 5, Comedies, a funny book. So I have picked up Flip the Zombie by Jessie Peterson. The book that I actually put down for this is Married with Zombies by Jessie Peterson, which is the first book, but I don't have that as a physical copy. I only have the second one, so I'm holding up this one. But both these books, I haven't read the third one yet, and I assume it's just as funny as the other 2, but I really love Married with Zombies. It just made me laugh out loud. It was a really funny book and I really loved it. 6, Dramas, a book with a character who is a drama king or queen. And I have chosen The King's Curse by Philippa Gregory, which is all about King Henry VIII. I haven't actually read this book yet, but I will get around to it eventually. I think if anyone knows about Henry VIII, I think he might have been like the biggest drama queen in history. I mean, he beheaded like so many of his wives, like ultimate murderous drama queen. Yeah, he definitely always made a fuss. So yeah, I think he's probably the best person I could choose for this question. 7, Animated, a book with cartoons on the cover. I couldn't really find ones that had actual cartoons on the cover, so I just picked up A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall, another book I haven't read yet, but I really like it. It's kind of like it has an animated cover, beautifully drawn, really gorgeous cover. Part of me almost wants to like leave this until like Valentine's Day because it's like a little love story, but it's really cute. Watch It Again, a book series that you want to reread. And I really want to reread the Poison Study series by Maria V. Snyder. A few people are talking about that again recently, but I do have just recently acquired the series after Poison Study, which is kind of linked into it. So I want to refresh my memory on Poison Study before I read the next series that I have. And I really love that series. It's a really good series, so I'm really looking forward to rereading it. Documentaries, a non-fiction book that you would recommend to people. So I have Ordeal by Linda Lovelace here, which is Linda Lovelace, she was a porn star, and it's her memoir, and it's just about the really bad side of the porn industry, the very horrible side. And I do think, even though it is a very tough story to read, I do think people should read it, that they do know what went on and what happened to her. And then I also have Living Dolls, The Return of Sexism by Natasha Walter. Again, just a really good book. I think these kind of books, especially women, any feminists, but especially women, I think it's very important for them to read. So yeah, I would recommend these 2. Number 10, Action Adventure, a book packed with action, and I have chosen Malice by John Gwynne. I'm holding up Valor, which is the second one, which I am currently reading, as Malice was a library book, so I don't have it. But yeah, so it's basically like this, except it has Malice and it's in red. So yes, this book is basically, if you like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, you will like this book. It's very similar, kind of fantasy world, different villages, different kings, lots of fighting. A boy has, well, not a boy, a character is supposed to be kind of the special one, and he doesn't know what he's supposed to do, and all this kind of stuff, kind of a quest and a journey, and just loads of action. It's really, really good. Number 11, new releases, a book that is coming out soon that you really want to read, and I cannot wait for After You by Jojo Moyes to come out. This is the sequel to Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard about, which is about a girl who becomes a carer for a paraplegic man. So this is basically carries on from the events at the end of Me Before You, and just catching up with the characters from it. So I am really looking forward to reading this, because that was a 5-star book for me. I absolutely love it. Oh, just such an amazing book, so I can't wait for that to come out and for me to find out what is happening with all those characters. And number 12, tag some people. So I'm going to tag Stephen over at Alf Books, and I'm also going to tag Eleanor from Elena Reads Books. Both are great YouTubers, and you should go and check them out too. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's talk it out, and I will see you guys next time. So bye.